I'm the guy Tina says she wants to marry. We'll see if she goes through with it. Probably me. Tina really likes people, and I'm her favorite person. Well, that would have to be Beyonce. Beyonce. Yeah. So who does she really like? Tina's a big fan of the girls' soccer team, the USA Women's National Soccer Team. So I feel like she would want to be friends with probably all of the girls on that team. Tina would buy a super nice boat that you could live on and like travel the oceans and like the seas so you could watch wildlife and sleep on the water. I would hope she would say that I'm a little bit sick of whales because that's what I've expressed. I'm not 100% sure, but I know one of the earlier jobs, what the first was, but I know one of the earlier jobs that she had was like working at like a horse stable. I feel like the job that Tina would really struggle at would be software engineer. It requires a lot of details and focus, long periods of times without talking to people, and I think that would be really hard for Tina. Tina is an excellent planner and sort of has the vision for what she wants the end result to be, and she's good at sort of visualizing what it is she wants, and she knows how to. She doesn't have to do all the details because she can surround herself with the right people to carry out those details as long as she's able to direct people towards the end vision. Probably when I call her out for clogging up the sink with too many dirty dishes. I'm not sure, she doesn't really appreciate it too much. She calls it a strategy, but I'm not really sure I agree. I think the person that wears the pants in the relationship is definitely very contextual, depending on what we're trying to assert ourselves for. But if I had to pick somebody who could obtain a simple majority, I would probably pick myself. If Tina could change one thing about me, maybe it would be to improve my ability to empathize with other viewpoints or situations, and kind of maybe along those same lines be either less critical or more careful about when being critical of people or situations. First Valentine's Day together. We were giving each other like a card and gifts at her place, and then we said we love each other to each other. Hi. So I had to make a quick correction to the last question. I said I didn't remember who said I love you first, but it was definitely Tina, and then I quickly followed up. So I'm not sure why I said I didn't remember, because I definitely do, and thought it was important to make that little correction for the trivia. I know Tina doesn't like to get things wrong, so she would have been mad if her answer didn't match the correct answer. Say hi, Yosh. Alright, I had this treat to get Yoshi to stay in the picture, but he's gonna leave quickly now. Yep, okay. Alright. Bye-bye, have fun. I think it's a mixture of a lot of things. It's not one thing, but it's maybe the collection of the things. She said that it was crazy that she found somebody who liked soccer, cribbage, and could sing Eminem word for word. So I think it's kind of the diversity of the traits that is what Tina really likes the most. The thing I like the most about Tina is just her strength as a person. She can take really difficult situations and news and just take them with very good grace. She is very sort of like, I would not classify her as needy. She is very much in control of her own destiny. You can see that with her, how successful she is, with her work and how passionate she is about what she does. So I think it's her, I would call it her strength and like individualism that she has. Oh God, okay. I'm a terrible drawer. Cowgirl. Tina's least favorite chore is to get rid of shit. Certain furniture items that are from her grandmother that I don't think look very good in the place and don't serve a whole lot of purpose, but they have sentimental value, so we keep them around. So I have to come up with a good enough idea on what to replace them with before we can actually get rid of them. I don't know. If anything, maybe she doesn't like that I'm a Badger fan because she's an Ohio State fan, and but Ohio State sucks. I mean, they're better than Wisconsin, but they're shitty. Ooh, probably she really loves nachos, and especially because you can kind of switch nachos up too, and different dips, and I feel like it's a good mix of variety and quality. Wine. Who's the better cook? I think both of us are just people that kind of follow cooking instructions, and we both do it pretty well. I think we don't like mess it up, but we're not like creative cooks at all. So Tina, I think if she had to pick between online and store, it would be online shopping, unless there was some other trip or scheduled around in-person shopping. But just to go in-person shopping because you have to do shopping, I think is kind of behind us. Tina, in general, is kind of bad at watching movies, but she kind of falls asleep during them. But if I had to pick one that I know, or I'm not exactly sure what the favorite is, but I know she's a big fan of the Harry Potter movies. So I will pick Harry Potter, and that will give me 7 or 8 chances. I can't remember how many of those movies are, so. The day we met at the Beer Dabbler. we were acknowledged as the 2 single people in the group, and we started talking, and after we had been talking for a little while, we started getting peer pressure from our friends to make out because everybody was super drunk. And instead of it just being really awkward, we just decided to make out. Yeah, I think she gave me her number, and I think it took me a couple days actually to text her, so she told me later that she was a little nervous, wasn't super confident that I was gonna text her again. But then we ended up hanging out, I don't know, it wasn't that long, much longer, it was maybe like 4 or 5 days later. Yeah, I don't know about the exact day, but let's just say I knew I wanted to marry Tina for many years, but I hate wedding planning, so I didn't want to do a wedding for a while. Yeah, generally speaking, when Hubbards go on vacation, somebody usually has a high probability of getting hurt. So I would reach out to the girls at the bachelor party to just keep an eye on her, make sure she's safe, don't put her in any situations where she can get physically injured, because Hubbards seem to always figure out how to get injured on vacations. I don't know, whatever you girls are going to be taking shots of over there, just someone's got to be watching out for Tina.